In May 2024, Hugging Face, the platform that hosts over 500,000 AI models used by developers and businesses worldwide, confirmed unauthorized access to its Spaces platform. Tokens were exposed, private model repos may have been read. And here's the part that doesn't get said enough. A lot of small businesses are connected to Hugging Face right now through tools they didn't even install themselves. It's baked into the AI wrappers, the no-code platforms, the automation stacks they're paying for monthly. So this isn't just a developer story. If you're running any AI tool in your business, spend the next 8 minutes with me because we're going to audit 5 categories together with real examples and real numbers. First thing to audit: your API tokens. When Hugging Face got hit, the primary exposure vector was user and org tokens. Think of them like master keys sitting in plain text inside apps and scripts. If your team ever connected a tool like LangChain, FlowEyes, or a custom GPT wrapper to Hugging Face, that token probably lives somewhere. An environment variable, a Notion doc someone copy-pasted it into, a odd.env file in a shared repo. Go to huggingface.co right now, log in, hit your profile, go to Settings, then Access Tokens, and revoke everything that isn't actively in use. Hugging Face themselves said to rotate all tokens as an immediate precaution, and that's free to do in about 4 minutes. The pro here is obvious. You kill any stolen key instantly. The con is that any live integration using that token breaks until you update it, so do this during off hours if you're running automated pipelines. Second audit: your no-code AI platforms. Tools like Make, Zapier, and N8N let you connect to Hugging Face models through pre-built modules, SU, and most small business owners set those up once and forget them. I've seen Make automations running live in client accounts that were still using a Hugging Face inference API key from 18 months ago, connected to a model that's since been deprecated. That's a dead key attached to a dead model, but it's still sitting in the Make credential vault with full account permissions. Go into your Make or Zapier account, pull up every connection that touches an AI service, not just Hugging Face, but OpenAI, Anthropic, Stability AI, and ask yourself, does this credential have more access than this specific automation actually needs? The principle here is least privilege. A zap that summarizes emails doesn't need write access to your model repo. Most of these platforms let you scope token permissions now, and you should use that. Here's the one that surprises people the most: model supply chain risk. Hugging Face hosts models submitted by third parties, and while they do run malware scans, a 2023 report from security firm JFrog found over 100 models on the platform that contained malicious code, including at least one that opened a reverse shell on the machine that loaded it. That's not theoretical. If your team or your developers have ever downloaded a model from Hugging Face to run locally for image generation, document parsing, text classification, anything, you need to know exactly which models you pulled and from which organizations. Stick to models from verified organizations with the gold badge. Check the Community Reports tab on any model card before you download. And if you're deploying models inside business infrastructure, run them in an isolated container, not on the same machine that touches your CRM or your financial data. The trade-off is real. The open model ecosystem is genuinely powerful and cheap, but it requires the same vendor vetting you'd apply to any third-party software vendor. Fourth thing to audit: your private and fine-tuned models. If your business has fine-tuned a model on your own data, customer emails, support tickets, product descriptions, anything proprietary, and you're hosting it on Hugging Face's private spaces or private repos, you need to check 2 things right now. 1. Who has access to that repo? Go to the repo settings and check every collaborator listed. Remove anyone who's left the company or no longer needs it. 2. Is the dataset you trained on also stored there? A lot of people fine-tune a model using a dataset they uploaded to Hugging Face for convenience, and that dataset is sitting in a private repo one permission mistake away from being public. The financial exposure here is real. If a competitor or bad actor got access to a fine-tuned customer service model trained on your ticket history, they'd have a roadmap of your customers' most common complaints and your internal resolution playbook. That's worth protecting. Fifth audit, and this is the sneaky one. Third-party SaaS tools that use Hugging Face under the hood without telling you. A lot of AI writing tools, image generators, and document processors, particularly the smaller ones charging you $20 or $30 a month, are just API wrappers around open-source models hosted on Hugging Face. When Hugging Face has a breach, that breach can cascade to every tool built on top of it. You probably agreed to this in the terms of service without realizing it. So here's what you do. For every AI tool your business pays for, go look up their security page or their status page and search for any breach notification from May or June 2024. If they don't have a public security page at all, that's your answer about how seriously they take this. I'd also email their support and ask directly, do you use Hugging Face infrastructure, and were you affected by the May 2024 breach? A vendor that can't answer that question clearly doesn't deserve your data. Look, Hugging Face is still one of the most useful platforms in AI right now, and I'm not saying ditch it. But small businesses are the most exposed here because they're adopting AI tools fast without the security teams that enterprise companies have. So here's the 5-minute version. Rotate your Hugging Face tokens today. Audit your Make and Zapier credentials this week. Check every model you've downloaded against its verified source. Lock down your private repos and remove old collaborators, and ask your SaaS vendors directly if they were affected. That's it. Not complicated, but most people won't do it. If you want to stay ahead of exactly this kind of thing, real AI security news and practical tool audits for small businesses, we put it out every week in the IAdigest newsletter. It's free. It's at IAdigest.com, and it's written for business owners, not developers. Link is below, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.